All right, man. The New Orleans Pelicans are giving Zion Williamson a max deal. All right, the super max or the maximum rookie deal, which is $231 million, and they're near finalizing it. Um, Same thing with Kyrie Irving. In my opinion, the same thing with Kyrie Irving and in Brooklyn. They letting Zion Williams had an organization by their balls. It's the exact same thing. For somebody that didn't want to do something, somebody that did that amount of money, didn't want to be with the team, didn't want to lead the team. The money not going to alleviate his desire not to be, on New Orleans Pelicans. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Okay, so this is not going to change his desire not to be in New Orleans. Let's make that very clear. Right? He still don't want to be there, but it's too much money to pass up. So, Zion Williams signed a maximum extension with the New Orleans Pelicans. So, says New Orleans Pelicans will sign a 22-year-old often injured occasional superstar Zion Williamson to a 5-year, $193 million designated player contract extension, according to Shams. The Athletic said the deal would pay him $231 million if he makes an All-Star team or wins league MVP honors next season. Come on. Both sides previously expressed optimism about the contract despite Williams' health, which has limited him just 85 games in 3 years. Now, to put that in perspective, the average NBA season is 82 games. And close all of last season, several reports of friction between the Pelicans executive vice president David Griffin and the player drafted number 1 overall in 2019, Zion Williamson. It's not a big decision. It's a pretty easy decision, Griffin said on the Ryan Rosillo podcast of offering Williamson a max deal. The kid is historically good when he plays. This is a max player. That's easy. I mean, he said it. He making this mistake right there when he plays, and then it's not just injury though with Zion Williamson. It's not that just injured the injury. It's his desire to want to be there. He been trying to force his way out of there from the very beginning. He never wanted to be in New Orleans. And what he's going to do is what many people, and I think that Bradley Beal is going to do, is too much money to turn down. He's going to wait a season, if that, and then he's going to request a trade where he can take his maximum contract and be gone and go where he want to go. You hear JJ Redick and CJ McCollum, say we going, he ain't the leader. McCollum say he going to make sure he get it right. Bruh, now you seeing the issue. Kevin Durant looks like the perfect player. He can do everything. But every player got that weakness. And obviously, Kevin Durant leadership skills is lacking. Zion Williamson could damn near do everything on the court. But his supporters out here, not telling him to play hard and try to win in New Orleans and, be professional. They leaking out that he want to leave and he don't want to be there. He blowing up in weight. It's just so many issues here. And what's the chances somebody who couldn't stay healthy when they was young, what's the chances that he'll be able to stay healthy long term, his weight being checked long term? It's slim to none. Also, he don't want to be there. Come on. And even if he is coming down in weight right now, them knees is not going to hold Zion Williamson. They're not. His knees is not going to hold up in the league. Zion is naturally built like that. Zion knees will go out. They list him at 284. Let's say he 265, 260. That's just simply too much weight on his knees for the way he play. And you say, well, what's the remedy for him? He has to get with a nutritionist to get him down to whatever exceptional playing weight to save his knees. He's so physical. He's so explosive. He's going to have to find a way to change the way he played the game a little bit. Get a jump shot, but everything is predicated on explosive. His window is not wide. You know, he ain't played a lot of games. He muscular. It's gonna be a grandmama ending it for him. He got to make sure he under his expected weight. They said, well, for you to last, you're going to get down to 250. You're gonna get down to 245. And people don't understand in the NBA, they don't practice and have shoot around every day. You literally might go to practice for an hour, hour and a half. Let's say you say 2 hours workout, whatever. That's it. The rest of the day is yours, especially if you don't have a game. You know, so they got to find ways to continue to keep him engaged. And if that's, you know, setting up online classes for him, if that's paying for his nutritionist to go on the road or his cook to go on the road with him. But one thing you can't do, you can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do. And he showed that he don't want to be there, right? He shows that he can't stay healthy. He showed that he disengaged in being there. They should have traded him. They should have traded him, honestly. You know, but they see they made the playoff last year. They got to the playoffs. They started winning. Then he wanted to be a part of the team. Now they say, oh, he definitely want to be here now that we winning. So now we're going to make it work. And he going to ball next year. He going to ball. He going to make the all-star team. He's going to turn that Supermax to 231. Book it as long as he's healthy. Book it. Book it. But places like Brooklyn who never won, places like the New Orleans Pelicans who never won, they're going to have players like Zion and Kyrie and LeBron and Kevin Durant. They're going to always have those organizations by the balls because they can't do nothing else. Think about it. You trade Zion Williamson. What is it? Is it stock at an all-time high? Absolutely not. But could you get a good fetch for him? Solid. And guess what? All the picks in the world, they had 1,000 first-round picks. Thousands of them, right? What they would need is somebody that want to come down to New Orleans, want to rebuild that basketball organization, want to continue to help build that community. Who they gonna get to stay? Come on, who? You know, that's the question. Who they gonna get to replace him? $1 million question. So they're gonna roll the dice. He done a great job there. They're going to bank on Jackson Hayes getting better. They're going to bank on Aaron Neeson coming back and getting better. You know, they're going to bank on McCollum, you know, bringing veteran leadership. Brandon Ingram, they're going to let him run the point. They're going to bank on all of that. And they just going to bank on the talent. But the question is, if he stay healthy, there's a few questions after that. How is he integrated? How do you integrate him back in there with McCollum, Ingram, etc.? Right? They're going to run up and down the floor. Ingram is a really good point forward. You know, so how does it look? You know, how does it feel? You know, kind of with Lonzo and Brandon Ingram when they played, you know, when Lonzo was hot, Ingram became ineffective. When Ingram was hot, Lonzo became ineffective. So let's see how the dynamic work between Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson. McCollum gonna do what he do. Jackson Hayes gonna do what he do. Not Aaron Neeson. I'm talking about the guard they got. I forget his name. My bad. My man's from. I like him a lot. When he came out the draft for Alabama. I forget his name. Man, I'm gonna get it right because he got injured last year. But that's the $1 million question. Kira Lewis, excuse me. Yeah. So that's the $1 million question. Valanciunas, you know, Larry Nance, Devontae Graham. But it's really gonna be how they work together with Ingram and Zion. Everybody else just gonna fall right in place. So, you know, and then also, how does the power in the West shift? Do the Lakers, does Darvin Ham get the Lakers together? Do the Clippers get healthier? Do the Nuggets get healthier? What happens with Kevin Durant? If Kevin Durant come west, Memphis get better. The LA teams get healthy and show up. Denver get healthy and show up. You know, Minnesota keep advancing. Where does New Orleans fall in all of that? Paying him the amount of money at the 7th or 8th spot or the play-in or missing the playoffs in the play-in or, you know, missing the play-in altogether. Is it enough? Just for the owner to justify that. And I know she owns both the Saints and the Pelicans. Is it enough for her to justify that? Ask yourself that. So, like I said before, they had a lot of hope making the playoffs, being a good team, gelling, but now you integrate the Zion Williamson. How does it affect Brandon Ingram? How does it affect Brandon Ingram? You know, and are they good enough in the West to compete? Now, guess what? What if Michael Porter and Jamal Murray take a while to get back? What if Paul George and Kawhi take a while to get back? What if the Lakers are the Lakers of last year? What if Phoenix get rid of DeAndre Ayton or they sputter and Kevin Durant don't come near? What if you the new Memphis of the conference? Because they got that type of talent and depth, you know? So, you know, you just got to ask yourself that. Because a lot of them dudes coming off major injuries, and it's a lot of ifs. You had a lot of momentum coming in the last year. You had a lot of momentum coming in the last year. You had a lot of momentum coming in last year. So, but like I said, that's the questions for them, man. But I roll the dice on this. He too talented. And if he felt that, you know what, I didn't want to be here. He had a great season, and his stuff at his stock is at a high after balling out this past season. You know, why not? Why not? So he, ball out this season, he balling and everything, and we successful, but he's still not happy with being in New Orleans. He started bitching and complaining about being there and all that stuff. Then I would accommodate him and move him then. Why stock is high, and you think what they about to get for Kevin Durant? Imagine what you about to get for Zion Williamson. Young, had a great season. You know what I'm saying? So locked up for like the next 4-5 years. So yeah, I understand. Small organizations really have no leverage in these situations, and they have to roll the dice like this. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Music, Radio Public, Stitcher, the whole nine. Hit the link tree. It's all there. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal as well too. We just put a NBA live stream that should be going up shortly on our platform. So make sure you pay attention to that on Spotify. You want to watch the replay on Twitch or Twitter or even YouTube, fine. But the audio is on Spotify, Anchor, Cash App. Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Radio Public, the whole shebang. Appreciate the love and support. Don't forget, check out my Detroit channel right here on YouTube, Motor City Sports Talk, for more sports news and entertainment around Detroit. Motor City Sports Talk. Peace.